Okay, I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. So expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And this is basically a never-ending process. So we can always have a more expanded energy field and always have more light in our system. And light is higher information. And this information is working in our system. So it's transforming our system on a cellular level towards our personal highest truth. So it's clearing the information on a cellular level and also rewriting the information. We receive new information. Okay, I'm still expanding. And then I fill up the expanded space with light. And then I clear surface energies. So surface energies are energies you've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days. And also emotions. Emotions are also just energies. And I'm clearing those emotions that are basically floating around the top of your system. So the ones you've experienced over the past 1 or 2 days. So I'm clearing. Because these surface energies are the ones that are creating the noise. So if you feel like there is just a lot going on in our system, we have a lot of stress, there are a lot of emotions, also thoughts, part of it as well. There's restlessness and all of that going on. It's just because we have a lot of surface energies floating around. And by clearing them, the system can quiet down, can relax more, and also more light can enter. So I'm still clearing surface energies, or maybe you can already feel how your system gets more relaxed, and also then the body can get more relaxed, and that there is more light entering as well. And the light is specifically entering our body through the third eye chakra and crown chakra. So I'm just going to clear those entrance points basically for the energy into our system so that more light can enter. So I start with the crown chakra, so on the top of the head. So I'm just clearing the space and expand it. And then also on the forehead. Also expand it. And then there is also light entering through the heart chakra. And I also clear just this entrance point there. And expand it as well. So the light is entering the body, the energy bodies, and also the space around us. So there's just a lot of light coming in. It's coming in, flowing in, flowing in, flowing in. And then I open up the crown chakra. It just makes the system more perceptive, and also third eye chakra. And again, more light can enter. And the light is entering the whole system and flows down all the chakras to the root chakra. So all the chakras are receiving the light right now, the healing of the light and also the clearing. So right now it's more subtle, the clearing is more subtle, more in the background. And in the forefront is more the expanding is happening, expanding of the chakras and then the whole system. Then I open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is where life energy flows through our system. So life energy flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions and flows up again and so on. And it's a constant flow. And what we are working towards is that always more life energy is flowing. And life energy is just life itself. Life itself flowing through our system. And the more life energy flows, the more our system is healing and clearing as well. And also, the more the system starts surrendering to life itself. So, surrendering whatever life is presenting. That's very important because the only one who is in the way of life unfolding is basically we are. It's us. Because of resistance, because of fear, because of other emotions like anger. We close down our system. When we experience these low vibration energies, we don't want to feel them. The system starts closing down. And then there is only a very small amount of life energy flowing. And then it takes a very long time to heal and clear the system. Because it's basically just very tight. So not a lot energy is flowing. And then also life experience is more like that. So we feel stuck, we feel stagnant, everything is stagnant. Not a lot is happening. And the more open the system is, the more life energy is flowing, the more we are aligned, balanced, and then the more of our also personal highest truth we can experience. So basically the most optimum timeline. So there is like various different timelines we can experience, and the possibility is there to experience the most optimum one. And this is what we want. Okay, so I'm expanding the central energy channel more, that more life energy can flow. And then I accelerate the life energy. And then I help it to flow more, again, from the root to the crown chakra. So the energy that's present right now is actually a really nice one. Um, it's it's very playful. It's, let's say, more subtle, blissful, playful, and uplifting. So it just wants to give us a little uplifting energy in these times of the years. So I guess most of us are living in the northern hemisphere, so there's not a lot of sunlight and there's a lot of stress before Christmas, and there are also just these energies collectively present right now that just yeah, I guess brings forward more clearing for us individuals as well. And the energy that's present right now just wants to help us with that, and just give us a little uplift here. So this is what's happening right now. This beautiful energy is just working. It's coming in, then working on every cell of our bodies. It's uplifting us, also uplifting the well-being of the body. So it helps on that level. It also strengthens the immune system. And I'm just going to clear a few energies. So stress in general, just all sorts of different energies that causes stress. So I clear just the stress, the underlying energy. Then also thoughts out of the mind, so around that are like stressful thoughts. Clear those as well, thoughts in general, because we also don't need them at the moment, so that the mind can quiet down as well. Because if there's a lot of thinking happening, this can also cause stress for the whole system. And some people don't know, but we can also navigate through life without thinking. That's a possibility. So we don't actually need the thoughts that are there all the time, the mind chatter. We don't need that. So we can actually let go of it and just clear it. Okay, then I clear more stress out of the system. Then I'm working on tightness around the heart chakra. The tightness around the heart chakra, what I'm working on is specifically there for when things are getting too much. So life experience is getting too much, or there's just too much happening around us. It seems to be too stressful. Then there's this mechanism around the heart that closes the heart more so that we don't have to like feel it. So it's also more of a protective mechanism, but we don't want it because it's better to have an open system so that everything is experienced and flows through. So the experience of it is just really short and there in the present moment and don't get stuck in the system. And this protective mechanism is just a misunderstanding of the system, thinking, okay, if I don't want to feel it, I close it off. And this is not the most optimum way. The optimal way is to have an open system and allow everything to pass through in the present moment and then leaving the system fully. So every experience, every emotion, every other energy as well. And so I am working on this protective mechanism around the heart. And you've probably experienced it, when something overwhelming comes along or just stressful stuff is happening, then you experience a tightening, a tightening in the heart. So this is what that is. And maybe you can feel the expansion in the heart now, in the heart chakra, and it just feels so much nicer, right? It feels so much nicer compared to the tightness before, the tightness, the protection. So I need to protect myself from this world. I mean, this just brings in the duality. And by including everything, we create the unity. So I'm still working on the heart. I clear energies out of the heart chakra. So heart chakra is always identification. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to have certain experiences. I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. So resistance. I resist, I resist, I resist. I don't want to feel certain things. I don't want to experience certain things. So I put more healing energies into the heart chakra. And there is so much expansion happening in that area. So much light is coming in, and so much healing is happening as well. And the overall feeling of the body is so much nicer, right? With an open heart, with energy flowing, with more light being present. Then I open up the energy field more. So always when I open up the energy field more, the light can enter deeper layers. So I bring in even more light. Then I work on the second chakra and clear resistance. Resistance towards life itself. So this is always the core resistance towards life unfolding, life energy. So it's very important that this resistance is getting cleared and then eventually that it's gone for good. It also prevents, or not totally prevents, but it's needed. So on the path of spiritual awakening and in general, surrender is needed. So more and more surrender. And resistance is just the opposite, basically. So this is why it's important that it gets cleared. And right away, the more resistance I clear out of the system, the more light is entering, the more energy is flowing, the system gets more expanded. So there is so much happening at the same time just because certain energies are cleared. Certain low vibration energies are cleared out of the system. It's actually really amazing. And the energy that's coming in right now is very calming. So very calming energy for the system, and contains the information of trust as well. So trusting in the process, trusting in everything that's happening in the present moment in your life experience, that it's supposed to happen, that it's supposed to be like there, to be there. So just this trust is coming in, this absolute trust into life and into divine guidance. So that's coming in, this absolute trust, like 100% trust. And when this trust is manifesting in our system, and the system basically has the trust in it, like fully, behind the trust is the knowing. Then we just know this is how it is, this is how it works. We just know. But up until we know, we just need that trust. And now the trust is coming in for us, and it's helping us to then eventually know. So trust is coming in. And even though we don't need security or anything like that, but the trust just brings this in for our systems as well, because the system sometimes needs that, or our human also sometimes needs the information, but it's just basically, it helps to balance certain areas in our system. So more trust is coming in. And with the trust, more surrender is possible. I can see the system is relaxing more and more. Again, meaning more light is coming in, more expansion is happening. And with the expansion, which is one of the most important parts, so having an expanded system that the light can flow through and more light can enter, um, it's so important, this energy movement, so that the energy is not stagnant. And this helps on the path of awakening so much, because we need to get rid of everything that's not of our highest truth to realize the truth. And this is just part of it, and a very important part. And that's happening right now. And there's more light entering through the crown chakra, third eye chakra, and heart chakra. Just more light coming in. Always more light coming in. And basically every cell of our body is receiving this light and this higher information, and then starts vibrating on that level. So it always, like every cell is raising the vibration. This is how the whole system is raising the vibration. And I can also see how every cell of our body basically carries more light, and the system in general gets lighter, the vibration rises, and yeah, carries more light. It just is divinizing, the whole body is divinizing. And when you walk around, wherever you walk around after this meditation, um, and also not just like in the minute after the meditation, but also next few days, um, this light is there, and you are radiating this into your area, into your surrounding. And this is how this light is coming into this reality through us. So it needs like vessels. It needs vessels that are carrying this light and raising the vibration of the collective. And this is us in that case, because we are the carriers here. We receive it, we change our system, and at the same time, we carry it, and we affect our surrounding and the collective as well. And because everybody who's here is a vessel for this light, um, the light really appreciates that, and also then helps us to clear our system more and be a more optimum vessel. So this is also happening right now from that point of view, from the carrier point of view. So it's optimizing the vessel to be a carrier of this light. I mean, we individually receive the benefits because we have more light in our system and it raises our vibration. And then it also manifests then in our life experience, of course. When we have a higher vibration, life experience changes. So basically the lens through which we experience life or see life is just a different one. A high vibrational one, a better one. So this is what we get as individuals, or as having a human incarnation, in this human incarnation as humans. And at the same time, this is how the light manifests in this reality. Through us, in our life experience. So we are like the anchors of this light. Oh yeah, the carriers, the anchors. And what it's doing, it expands the capacity to carry more light, and also the capacity, what's the best way I can describe it, to go through this human reality, through this 3D reality, and just have more capacity to experience to be more resilient. That's probably the best way I can describe it, to be more resilient. So just a system from that level. Because carrying light is a task. So there's stuff that comes with it. Healing and clearing is coming with it. Expansion is coming with it. Letting go of certain things that we think we need, or we want, or we identify with. That's just part of it. So letting go of identification is part of it. Letting go of our life story is part of it. And not everybody wants that or is ready for that. And that's fine. Not everybody has to. But who is ready for it and wants that can receive all of that and can get help with all of that, what I was just talking about. I clear a few energies out of our systems, like concerns, all sorts of concerns around what I was just talking about, just concerns, then fears, then resistance, misunderstandings, and more concerns, and worries. And maybe you can feel by clearing those energies that your system can relax more and more into what I was sharing before. So more and more just relaxing into that light and into what's happening and surrender more to that. I clear more resistance out of the second chakra. Again, more worries about losing things that are important, whatever that is for you. So losing all sorts of memories, experiences, friends, family members. I don't know what it is, whatever concerns, there are also concerns around that. So it's just coming from the system, coming from the mind, coming from the ego. So from all different areas, these concerns are coming up, these fears are coming up. But it's all not of the highest truth, because when we just clear these energies, there's nothing behind there, it's just empty. It just balances the system out more. And that's really it. So we just, they come up and then we can get identified and then we can say, okay, I don't want this. Or we just clear it and then the information is gone and then we just relax and yeah, and enjoy the light. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's sit with this light working on our systems for the next 10 minutes before we finish this meditation. Okay, we are finished. Thank you so much for joining. That was again really beautiful.